once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober, her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He started hanging out, selling bags in the projects, checking the young chicks looking for hit and run prospects. He was fascinated by material objects, but he understood money never bought respect. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. So criminals he chilled with didn't think he was real. You see, me and niggas like this have never been equal. I don't project my insecurities on other people. He fiended for props like addicts with pipes and needles, and so he felt he had to prove to everyone he was evil. A feeble-minded young man with infinite potential, the product of a ghetto-bred capitalistic mental. Coincidentally dropped out of school to sell weed, dancing with the devil, smoked until his eyes would bleed. But he was sick of selling trees and gave in to his greed. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So Billy started robbing niggas, anything he could do to get his respect back in the eyes of his crew. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers the crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs. But when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in the sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45. Everyone tryna be trife, never face the consequences. You probably only did a month for minor offenses. Ask a nigga doing life if he had another chance. But then again, there's always the wicked that knew in advance. Dance forever with the devil on a cold cell block. But that's what happens when you rape, murder, and sell rock. Devils used to be gods, angels that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on her way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her, walking through the projects. The darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. Her broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned. When they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised, one of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers, cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover. But what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared. But only the devil responded cause God wasn't there, and right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold. And so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to Little Thug's flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. The devil grows inside the hearts of the selfish and wicked. White, brown, yellow, and black color is not restricted. You have a self-destructive destiny when you're inflicted, and you'll be one of God's children that fell from the top. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
I couldn't talk it again. See why she did it. I only wanted to hear it. She finna taste my villain. Baby been craving the feeling. Closed door, rip you back, feel the legs rush. Shake it off, put your hair up. Don't feel the pain when your nails cut it. Blood rushes, no money stuff. You been mine since the cover shot. See my side, you can teach enough. We ain't need to do no cover up. Feel me wanna do this again. You ain't feeling them again. Long live till we spin. Baby, you gon' love when I do that. She know I come when she lean back. Lips arms till the walls crack. I'ma feed it till you tolerate. 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 She ain't gon' hurt me, and I'm in the worst thing. I'm living my friend's life. She only curse me, and we don't dance up. Flame the first thing, let them run it. We just let it sing. I'm so broken since you ain't letting me. Baby, hold me down, you gon' love me. I'm so broken since you ain't letting me. Baby, hold you down, you gon' love me.
Go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Great John on the beat, by the way.
My body different. Shorty said she tryna kick it. I'm in the mouth, son, like a dentist. Cooking up, I'm in the kitchen. Big bro wildin' tryna catch a victim. I took a L, but now I'm back gang winning. Look, and I'm doing well. Don't even ask how I'm living. Niggas ain't real, they cap. Ride around with the C laid back. They told me to chill, I'm itching to clap. If I pull up, somebody get whacked. Boy, tie lace, niggas tripping. Red lights, we gon' skip it. Fucked up a new V, we was dipping. From the police, I was drilling, but fucking let's skate on, Run up a bag with my broke odds, Watch how I show off. Step in the room and she taking her clothes off. I ain't even say much, Ain't even do much. They like sleep you too much. No, I got a bag right. No, I live a fast life. Said she fell in love, met her last night. Said she want this shit for life. Girl, you must be dumb. No, you not the type. No, I'm not the type. I think I was lost in a past life. Came back, got my cash right. Say you want the sauce, I can get you right. But it's heavyweight, not light, bro. Keep a strap, son, like a dyke. He be shooting, he don't like to fight. I can get you wrapped up like a gift. Smoked up like a spliff. Shopper tell him back up or get hit. Got my racks up, now I'm lit. I can get you packed up in this bitch. And my blood blue, cause I'm crip fanny pack full of hundreds. I just reach on my waist and he running. Bitches say a nigga stuntin'. No, they hate how I came up from nothing. Back out, get the drumming. I'ma show a nigga how I'm coming. I was down, now I'm upping. They was hating on me, now they love it.
Off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna go off the deep end. I don't think you wanna give me a reason.
Terk etmedi.
Hey yo, I heard it all you saying, y'all in the zone. Yeah, I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Zach Morris at the max, we making massive moves here. Yachts, not just another Asian kid with a Bible name. Now I'm the type to take a dip during a tidal wave. Look who's arrived, looking higher than Empire State. Look who's surprised with they little sweet and sour face. Who's in the mood to get blessed? You should inquire us. Portable butane stovetop has been fired up. And the ramen noodles are boiling. Time to crack some eggs, Tie the noose with enjoyment. Put him back to bed. Why your ex, time for some violence. Violent crimes followed by violence. Roses and violets, Who could you even call even? You better call your big brothers. You better call them that favor. You better call the Ghostbusters. Got an assortment of corpses stored in New York basements. I'm eating sorbets while watching some Scorsese's. And I'm looking for more ways for me to get more wavy. And I'm trying to see more places than Anthony Bourdain did. And I'm trying to be more Cobain than co-training. Somewhere in between being famous and being a no-name. And in between being the king of a domain and being a doorman. And in between being extremely paid and being a poor man.
Lyrics fears no man. My flow once knocked over both bow stands at a Filipino open mic karaoke night over in Rosecrans. I almost crushed the host, the girl singing in both pants. It was so scary, but the DJ caught it, can't mess with his old hands. I know I'm one of the best, but don't test the homie though. The last person who stepped is now texting a testimony, yo. God bless, we all got dressed for that ceremony, yo. My friends dance with Tex and Pop X to two-step to Chromie, yo. I'ma keep going, but look, I'ma start this with a pause first. And I call that mood control. You know who taught me that shit? Mark Wahlberg. That movie Four Brothers and that scene when he's walking through the snow. Man, he started from like a mile and a half away. That shit was extra hard. Sniper level distance, AWP, that was extra far. Vicious like a category 5, ripping the ceiling off. Had a vision of a statue of an ox telling me kill them all.
Call it a day. music all day, and it's cause I'm on my low shit. In my brain, it be feeling like a mosh pit. You don't like me cause I'm sitting in the cockpit. Been too long, so I told that bitch to stop it. Since I changed, I don't fuck with any sunny days. Don't go out in sunny days without my Cartiers. Cartiers nice, but I like my Louis frames. Fuck that thotty and a friend, but I forgot their names. Jokes aside, I've been going through some dark shit. Every day I just be feeling like some dog shit. It's like my body just belongs inside a dark trench. Then they find my body laying on a park bench. All these kids say I'm iconic, you so underrated. Well, I'd rather underrated versus overrated. They say Lovell, all this shit you say be helping me. I'm just trying to make you niggas really start to see shit. Trying to make you niggas really start to see. Break you down, then I reach inside your head just to see your thoughts. You can't touch me, I'm a motherfucking greater demon. Yes, I'm back, bitch, this the motherfucking season. Will I pay these niggas mine? There's no fucking reason. Will I pay these bitches mine? They think I don't read them. Thinking back to when I used to have no fucking stress. All this shit is turned into a motherfucking mess. Nothing fucking less. Pain inside my chest. Say you wanna take my pain, be my fucking guest. I'm so done with all these people lying to my face. Feel like moving all my shit someplace so far away. Maybe someday. I'm so fucking done. Don't you try to make me happy saying I'm the one. You don't like me, just be honest, it's no fucking fun. I refuse to listen to you, there's the fucking sun. It's time I fucking run.
Wake up. Lovell, wake up.
Start screaming, I let my ice save me. I put it on, yeah. And my temperature dropped, yeah. By the time diamonds press pause and they stop, yeah. Crouch in independence, I'ma be the last fossil. Now for my next trick, I will die proud. Blood on my duffel with these blades and they just got polished. Thinking about the day, bring me nothing but silence. Running up with that bucket, I'm glad that I left my bag. It's they all last if it had been reply with laughter. Never wonder answer, I wanna up the ante. Every day I take the stand and put away they can't see. Forever what they can't be, never understand me. I'd rather be the one they hate than the one they think is friend.
Dots hit the competition if there ever was any. Drag to the trash ash, then I right click edit. You can't edit this body, all these layers are locked away. Told them system 32 is something they don't need to operate. Systems frozen, now everybody hate me. Nothing new to me, I'm used to it thankfully. Text, yes, you can all thank me. I am the virus that got your heart racing. Once I hit you with that backspace, you ain't coming back. No Control-Alt-Delete, you give me space like time. Once I hit you with that backspace, you ain't coming back. No Control-Alt-Delete, you give me space like time.
and faint, sipping lean, caffeine with codeine. I'm smoking nicotine, PCP, pills in my cuisine. I'm fucking Drake to sway, wrist dismay, suicide, renegade. Pop a couple waves up in my grave, carving my skin with a blade. I don't fuck with squillers, no drug dealer, stealer with the sealer. Sick of that always wreck, bitch get checked, grapevine 9 to set. Chop 'em, make 'em wet, watch me flex. Y'all just second best, never second guess. Man,